it's Shan here. Welcome back to Golf with Shan. In today's video, I played Royal Woodbine Golf Club located in Toronto, Ontario. It is about 15 to 20 minutes from the west end of Toronto, downtown Toronto, and if you are in Oakville or Etobicoke, it'll be really close to you. If you're on the east end of downtown, then it might take you a little longer to get out of the city. So location-wise, A+ for them. Royal Woodbine is a par 71 golf course, so it's a little bit on the shorter side. The back nine has 3 par 3s, which means the back nine I believe is par 35, and the front nine is your standard par 36. This golf course for 2 people on a Saturday morning, we teed off at around 10 a.m. Including cart, green fee, and taxes, it came out to around 270 Canadian dollars. Here is the print digital receipt that we got. I honestly think that's a little bit on the expensive side, as in I think it's a bit overpriced for this golf course. Now, that is a hot take. I'm not saying that is particularly an expensive price for a golf course, but for a public course of this caliber, I think it's slightly overpriced. And I will explain my thoughts at the end of the video. I'm not just throwing out a hot take and not going to explain it, but you will have to watch the golf course, make your own decisions on it, and then see if you agree with me. Now, I do have to say this is a beautiful golf course. It has a lot of scenic holes. It is very tricky. You do have to know exactly where to land the ball and what club to hit, because there are hazards that zigzag across the holes multiple times on the same hole. And yeah, you just really have to know where to hit it, which makes it really difficult if it's your first time on the golf course. Anyways, it's a chill video. I wanted to show you guys the golf course, whether or not I played great, whether or not I was feeling great. It is a beautiful golf course that deserves to be showcased. You guys can make up your mind on whether you think the price is worth it and whether or not you will be checking out the golf course. So yeah, let's get started with hole number 1. By the way, I didn't seriously keep score today because I was a bit all over the place, but let's just have some fun. I did put emojis to represent how I feel I played each hole. Please enjoy. Let's get started with hole number 1, par 4, 342 yards, dogleg left. There is a hazard that cuts across at the about 190 yard-ish distance. There are hazards at inconvenient distances on pretty much every hole. LOL, I will point them out to you so when you get to this golf course, you'll know exactly where they are. The struggle continues for my irons throughout the day. Please bear with me. Hole number 2, par 4, 331 yards, big dogleg left here. If you want to hit driver like I did, I would suggest aiming for the edge of the trees on the left or cutting the corner slightly. There is water on the right, and I almost went in them. Be careful here, because there's water. I didn't know, but I just stayed in the rough here, and then we have about 70 yards to the green. Hole number 3 is a par 5, 486 yards. This hole is actually pretty straightforward. I overcorrected from my last tee shot, as you can see. I hit this bare tree and it dropped. You can barely see it, but it's just right here next to this tree. So we're just gonna go out to the fairway. It's like berries.
I would go right.
This tree. This was a really good 5-wood shot. I gotta give myself the couple of good shots I did hit. Here's his ball, just behind the 150. So if you hit a good drive, you honestly could turn this into a par 4. This is definitely a 2-on par 5 hole. I hit the tree, so it dropped straight down, but he actually popped it in the air, so it wasn't even a good shot and had 150 left. So yeah, easily birdieable hole, but I'm not gonna birdie this. Hole number 4, par 3, 140 yards over a hazard and a couple bunkers around the green. This is apparently the quote-unquote easiest hole on the golf course. Hole number 5 is a big dogleg right around lots of water. Short par 4 here, only 271 yards, but there are hazards. I have 5-iron in hand, aiming for the bunkers in front. You can take a longer club and aim more right, although that is a riskier move because the fairway narrows down as well. I don't know why these 100-yard shots I'm fairly confident with normally, and they were just not working today, but I'm not going to overthink it because I know on the next round they actually did improve. I can confirm. Hole number 6 is a par 4, 358 yards. 2 hazards here, one in front of the tee box and one in front of the green. If you haven't noticed yet, this golf course is short in distance but very tricky. There are lots of hazards with long grass along the sides. You have to know exactly where to land the ball and have the accuracy to do it, or you will end up in a hazard. Now it's on the edge.
Just the North American.
Next hole over there. Hi, Tiger. Next up, number 7, par 3 over water, 128 yards. I think it speaks for itself. Only tip I can give is to aim left of the pin, the green always slopes towards water, and make sure you have enough carry distance, not total distance, carry distance. Hole number 8 is a par 4, 393 yards, dogleg left. And yes, hazard cuts in up ahead, about 250 yards out. I honestly couldn't tell you where the green is from the tee deck, and this is a trend throughout the golf course. I was trying to hit some part of the fairway and didn't. Planned that. I love using the cart path assist on these escape shots. There it is, the hazard in front of the green. And again, my 100-yard shot, we're just not going to talk about it. That's okay. Final hole on the front 9, hole number 9, is a par 5, 487 yards. The long grass is pretty much lost ball territory. Good luck finding anything in there. Make sure your legs are covered if you do plan to take a walk. This is a dogleg left. I was trying to cut the corner left a bit, but I was not turning through my shots today, so they opened up to the right and I ran out of fairway, as you can see. So aim left off the tee. This must used to be a bunker. I hit a decent shot here, just a bit right of the green. I couldn't find it, and while I was looking, the rest of the group had finished. Since this isn't really serious, I've just decided to continue on the next hole. All of my shots have just been off today, but it's okay. We still have the back nine. Alright, on to the back nine, starting off with a par 3. There are 3 par 3s on the back nine. Here it is, top this ball straight into the hazard. It's just one of those days. Take 2, 136 yards, 8 iron in hand. Not great again, but at least on dry surface. The bunkers were not nice or soft, so I've decided to putt this one. Hole number 11, par 4, 388 yards. Another example of where if it's your first time on this golf course, standing on the tee deck, you have pretty much no idea where you're going, visually speaking. This is a dogleg left. You'll want to cut the corner a little bit. This was actually a pretty good drive. So as you can see, the fairway opens up around the corner. Careful though, because there is a water hazard on the left for the second part of the hole. Hole number 12, par 5, 478 yards. Again, lots of long grass hazards and a few plots of fairway. You can lay up on the first fairway straight ahead, but what's the fun in that? We aren't really playing for score today. I decided to cut the corner on this dogleg right. All you need is a 190-yard carry and you're safe on the second section of the fairway. I hit a pretty good shot here. Well, I don't know. Hole number 13, par 4, 385 yards. Dogleg left, water off the tee. Water again in front of the green. It's a trend today. Hole number 14, par 3, 154 yards. I pulled this shot left, but I did find it in the long stuff right next to the cart path, so lucky me. Hole number 15, back-to-back par 3s, 150 yards. Nothing much to it, left is really long stuff, so try to avoid it. Hole number 16, par 4, 389 yards, dogleg right. Another hole with 2 hazards up ahead. The first is pretty close, easy to get over. The second is about 230 yards out. I have 3 wood here in my hand, just in case I hit a good drive into the hazard. Found it. What is this, 16? The irony is that after this entire round, I got a birdie on the handicap 1 hole. Let's call that a win. Alright, let's finish off hole number 17, short par 4, 320 yards. Iron in hand because, yep, hazard ahead. Very difficult green position here with the bunkers around and water in front. Yeah, I don't know about you, but my wedges are not going through that. And finally, number 18 is a par 5, 555 yards, dogleg right. Fairway is, after all of this long stuff, personally I would prefer the long stuff to be trimmed down just a little bit right in front of the tee deck. And again, took my ball out of the bunker because I'm just not risking the rocks on my forged irons. I had to lay up. Eight it up. What am I doing today? I was rushing the end here because everyone else in my group had finished while I ran across the green and ran back. This is a really big green. I will say number 18 is a beautiful, visually speaking, finishing hole coming back to the clubhouse, so that is definitely an A+. I am a sucker for a beautiful finishing hole on any golf course. Alright, now that you've watched the video, what do you think? Do you think this golf course is worth the price? I will say right off the bat, 135-ish Canadian dollars per person to play a good golf course is not a lot. It's pretty average. Obviously, it is still a lot of money to pay for 18 holes, but for a good golf course, that's actually pretty standard. Do I think it's worth it for myself? Let's talk about a few things. First off, the clubhouse itself, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. It's nice. The people working there were all super nice to us, so 10 out of 10 for that. The staff, the starter person, everyone that I encountered with were really nice. Even the people that we got paired up with, it was a mother-son duo, they were super nice. They were really quiet, so I didn't want to talk too much during the video, but they were super nice people, and so no complaints there. Where I feel a little reservation about going back to the golf course is the golf course itself. Now, please know, I am judging this golf course aside from how I played it. I am judging it purely based on the golf course itself and my preferences. So if you like this style of golf course after watching this video, if you like the overgrown hazards, if you like having to hit exact spots with a shorter club, it's an amazing option for you, possibly, if this is a style of golf course that you like. Please be aware that the golf course conditions were super good, except for the bunkers. You guys saw there were legitimate rocks, pebbles, completely dried out, just concrete-like bunkers. But everything else on the golf course, the fairways, the greens, everything else was nice. So, we have to take that into consideration. It could be the recent weather, it could be the thunderstorm watch, it could be just the weird summer we've had in Toronto. This golf course makes me feel a little bit anxious and stressed. Honestly, all this is to say, aside from the bunkers being like factually not good, everything else is personal preference. The golf course, the staff, everyone was really nice. The golf course is beautiful, so it's really up to you. Hopefully this video gives you a good idea of whether or not you would like to check out this golf course. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment down below if you've played here before. Please let me know what your thoughts are, and if you love this golf course, please state your case. Make sure everyone knows why you love this golf course, because I don't want to influence what style of golf course you enjoy. I am simply sharing my opinion. Alright, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!